5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Nuts. Here we go. Hello and welcome to Nuts, the talk show that helps to promote local creative talent in and around Edinburgh and further afield. We have a cracking show lined up for you this evening. We have got poet and illustrator Max SCRATCHMANN, along with ANGIE STRACHAN, who's also a poet. And later we'll be chatting with actor and screenwriter Grant McGregor. He's also a part-time PACA Klansman. We will also be getting fit with Tracy Griffin at Griffin Fitness. And we will be tasting some alpine food from ALPLINGS. And we have music from NOVUS. Let's crack on with the show. Okay, so first I'd like to welcome my first guest for this evening. We have Max SCRATCHMANN and ANGIE STRACHAN. Hello there, how are you doing?
Hey, George.
Hi. Welcome to the show, how are you doing?
We're doing great.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
I'm pleased to meet you. Very pleased to meet you. Before we have a wee chat, let's have a look at you in action.
And she reaches out and she grabs the bag just like that, the brazen hag, and she takes it off and prods and delves. What the hell? God helps those that help themselves.
I'm going to dance in the rain, take a thought shower, wash the brain strain, smell the roses, learn to live again. I'm going to give my head a clear out. For I am a worrisome hoarder, sweating the small stuff, perspiring disorder, and turning down the heat before I burn out. I'm going to give my head a clear out.
Okay, so you do poetry.
Yes.
And how did you get into that?
Well, I've always kind of written poetry on and off since I was a teenager, you know, the odd angsty poem and things like
Okay.
this. But it wasn't until I was 38, I know the oil of your
You
lips.
don't look it! She doesn't look it, folks.
I started like going on a kind of poetry reading binge, and then
Okay.
I quite enjoyed it, so I started writing it, and I found it to be a great stress relief, and it helped with keep me mentally well. And then I started watching it on YouTube, and I came across spoken word poetry with one of my favourite
Alright.
poets, Neil Hilburn, and I thought, I want to
Uh-huh.
do this.
You want to do it? That's great. And what about yourself, Max? How did you get into it?
Oh, well, I started on toilet walls.
Oh, did you? Is that poetry or just
No, that was
scribbling
no,
things?
that was poetry. It was good
Poetry?
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
and then
good.
I graduated to, writing it on paper.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's great. Obviously, you didn't get into it for the money initially. Is that right?
We're still not in
No,
it.
I'm
still
not
not
in it for the money.
It's a labour of love, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, very much so.
Although I do believe you get some paid work out of it, but
Yes.
you don't need to go there. The both of you kind of work together, don't you?
We do.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
How did you actually meet?
Well,
Wasn't it in the toilet walls, was it?
no, it wasn't.
It wasn't, no.
No, it was about a year or so ago actually.
Okay.
I've only known you for a year, wow.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and it was at an event called Express Yourself
Oh.
at a bookshop called Tell It Slant in Glasgow, and Max was performing that night.
I think I was taking my clothes off. wasn't
Yes,
I?
you were taking your clothes off.
Yes.
We're still in the toilet here.
Yeah.
We've left the toilet. We're on stage now.
Yeah, that's good.
And Max was performing that night, and I was there watching the performance. And at the end of it, I asked my friend who was running it, can I perform my poem? It was a poem about falling in love with the supermarket anyway. So I
Okay,
performed
okay.
that, and Max
Each to
loved
their
it. Yeah. And Max loved it so much, you came up and you gave me a big hug.
I did.
Oh, there you go.
And
That
then-
was
And I
it.
said, I have to have you in the show.
Yes.
Poetry at first sight.
It was,
Yes, it was very
It was
much.
just,
Now, I take it, is there quite an active poetry scene in Edinburgh and round about?
there is.
Yeah,
Is there?
very much so,
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. There is quite an active scene in Scotland in general. It tends to be mainly in the cities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of Aberdeen, Dundee, Glasgow
Yeah.
and Edinburgh. Perth as well,
Perth.
yes.
Okay.
So there is a very active scene.
That's good.
But mainly in Edinburgh and Glasgow, I would say.
Edinburgh and Glasgow is the biggest.
Yes.
I mean, Aberdeen's slowly building up,
Yeah.
Perth's
Yeah.
building up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Is there any memorable or unusual gigs you would like to share with us?
Well, usually the memorable and unusual gigs are with Max and the poetry circus.
Yeah.
Is that because he's memorable and unusual?
That is
I think that's exactly it.
That's
Yes.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's great because sometimes we come up with these kind of weird and wonderful ideas, don't we? And we think,
We do.
that would work.
That
even
would
though
work,
You've got to try it, haven't you?
We have, we
yeah, uh-huh.
And is there any poets you admire and aspire to?
Oh, I've got loads.
Loads?
Actually, loads.
Can we keep it in a dozen? Is there that many?
There is actually. I'm such a poetry geek.
That's okay.
Yeah, spoken word side, Neil Hilborn, Holly McNeish, spoken word scene in Scotland, Leila Josephine, Sam Small, Katie Ailes, Marcus McAteneer, who's a Gaelic poet.
Right.
Also, I tend to read anything from the Romantics to the Surreal, so Simon Armitage, Sylvia Plath, the dog and I actually enjoy a wee afternoon
The dog
together
and you?
eating chocolate and reading Sylvia Plath, which makes me sound really
Well, that's
weird.
good.
Does the dog
Yeah.
not get depressed at Sylvia Plath?
It does a bit, yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Archie.
Archie!
Yeah.
I like Archie already.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. He's
So,
great.
so there's quite a few poets out there you admire. Obviously, Rabbie Burns is the only one I know.
Right, yeah, I like
okay.
Gary Burns as well.
Rabbie's good.
Yep,
Is he still active on the scene?
He's not bad.
yeah.
His
He
spirit's
has, yeah. He,
Okay.
he sometimes, connects us from the spirit world. And
Yes,
Oh, well,
yeah.
there you go.
comes.
Well, I'm feeling a wee bit peckish. What about yourselves?
Yes,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
How about some alpine food? You fancy that?
Oh yeah.
Is that like muesli?
I don't know. Oh, right, see what you're coming for. Okay. So I met right into the camera. Come on, George. I met up with Martin Hour at ALPLINGS, where they do alpine food. Let's have a wee look. Well, hello, we're here at ALPLINGS with Martin Hour. Is that how you pronounce it?
That's the one.
It
George.
is, oh well, there you go. High five, there you go. High five, there you go, that's brilliant, isn't it? So he's going to tell us a wee bit about ALPLINGS. So Martin, how long have you had ALPLINGS? What's your story?
Yeah, we started in the 1900s. No,
1900s? Wow.
we actually started. We started 2014 in the street food setting on the top of John
Oh,
Lewis.
brilliant.
And that was really the way to go. So we have a small street food stall, and we were a lot out and about, and then we built this little place here.
It's amazing. It's a fantastic little place it is. And what's your most popular dish?
Yeah, it would have been the ALPLINGS, and then we have potato fritters like Rösti.
Oh, that sounds good.
We do 4 cheese spätzle pasta.
And I ordered some food a wee minute ago. Will it be long?
Oh no, look, it's
there it
ready.
is.
Yeah, look. There,
Oh,
wow.
thank you very much. What's your name
Yeah.
here? Oh, she's away. Thank you.
It's
Look
Martha.
at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to eat that in one go. What? I'm not
You
going to
wanna
eat
have a
that in one
smell?
go. What is it?
It's our famous Alpine dumplings.
Dumplings.
Yeah,
Well, I went to
that's a-
school with a couple of dumplings. That's good. That.
It's a beetroot, a spinach, and a cheese one.
Spinach and
And
cheese.
lots of
That
leek
is
and chives and
fantastic.
vegetables.
Oh my goodness. How
fresh
long does it take
cabbage
you
too.
to make that, Martin?
12 minutes. It's
12
easy.
minutes.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah,
eh?
people can buy it on the web shop, for example.
Okay.
And we obviously here making it as well.
Here as well. Okay, so I mean, you serve delicious food, as you can see.
Thank you.
But it's not just about the food; it's the experience of the food, isn't it?
We just try to provide people with an authentic feel
Yes.
of food in the Alps, and a nice living room style setting
Yes,
to
it's a
go with.
lovely setting, Martin. It
Thank
really
you,
is.
thank you so
Beautiful
much.
place.
Thanks.
High five again. There you go.
We don't try to take ourselves too seriously.
Well, obviously you're talking to me, so obviously you don't.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to say? How can you encourage people to come into the as a restaurant or a cafe? How
It is like it's a bistro.
A
We
bistro.
do evenings as well, so just people
evenings.
keep your eye out.
Yes.
Get yourself into
Oh, there you go, right in the
ALPLINGS.
camera there. Well, Martin, it's been lovely chatting with you. Thank you very much. And if anybody wants to know about how to get in touch with you, where is the restaurant about?
Well, we are in Leith in 16 Henderson Street. It's all happening in
Okay.
Henderson Street, and we just off Great Junction, photo to walk. And we're great to welcome you, George. And I'll give you a card
you very
so
much. Oh, brilliant.
you
Look at
don't forget where we are.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Eat my assistant. Okay, that's fine. And back to the studio. Well, that was ALPLINGS now. You've had a wee tasty treat yourself there, haven't you? What's the food like?
Oh, it's lovely.
it's
Very nice. Yes, really nice. I had one that was, I had some kind of peachy jam in it and shortbread. It was delicious.
That's nice.
Mine had rum in it, so
You had rum?
I'm not
Didn't
I'm not
stand up,
responsible
son?
for what I'm going to do for the rest of the show,
Oh, well,
George.
there you go then, eh? Okay, well, so if you ever fancy taking a wee trip down to ALPLINGS, if you're passing by, pop in, Martin. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you.
Yeah, we'll be on our way there now.
Okay, right,
Yes.
okay. That's good. Now, can you do some wee bit of poetry yourself? Can you got any poems you can share with us?
Oh, I could share a part of a poem if you
Part
want.
of a
Yes,
poem,
I have.
okay, go on then.
This poem is called Supermarket Tart, and it's about a love affair with a supermarket.
Okay, first we've got toilets, now we've got supermarkets. This is great, this
Yeah,
is.
you can find inspiration from anything when you're a poet. That's what's so
Certainly can.
wonderful about it.
Oh, how I love you, Aldi. With all your random temptations, I go in for a tin of beans and come out with a tin of beans and a chainsaw.
Jenny bean.
And even though I try to stick to a list, you always insist I come out the whole of stuff I never went in for. So I contemplate all of these newfound Aldi pursuits as I eat my Aldi cheese in my Aldi wetsuit.
Well, there you go, round of applause, I think. Even those backstage can clap here as well. There you go, that's fantastic. What about yourself, Max? You got any poem?
Yeah, I've got one for you.
Go
This is
on
called Poor Oscar.
Poor Oscar.
So, Oscar was a little lad that never answered back. So when they gave him double beans at Maisie's luncheon shack, he ate them up without a word, and he ate up all his seconds, and he held his bowl up out for more whenever Maisie beckoned. Then that night at home at supper time, Mum served him mushy peas instead of the normal cheese and ham that had graced the 1,000 teas. And then they had stewed figs and cream and day old rhubarb tart. And by the time for Oscar's bed, he really had to fart. He held it in, he tried his best, but alas it was not to be, and he blew the duvet off his bed and he floated out to sea.
And they still see him now and again.
Against an autumn moon. And old men say, there goes that lad that ate the beans last June.
That's a brilliant round of applause there, I think. Oh, that's great. Oh, here's Cedric. How you doing, son? Oh, I'm good. How are you, George? I'm just having a wee chat with the guests. Oh, there.
Hi.
Hi, Cedric.
Max and Andrew.
Hello.
Hi.
That's good. Nice to meet you.
You too.
You?
Can I do a poem, George? Oh, aye. He's good, by the way.
Oh, good.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
Okay, he's good, by the way. Okay, off you go, Cedric. Ready?
Yep.
The cat sat on the mat.
Oh, that was
Oh,
profound.
that was good.
Yeah.
Oh, we like
For
that.
goodness sake, Cedric. Well, I've been working on it all day. I'll do a poem for you.
Oh, go on,
Great,
George.
go on, yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Mary had a little lamb. It wouldn't stop its grunting. She took it down the garden shed and kicked it. George, you can't say that. What? I've been working on that one all day as well. Okay, I think I better go now. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Oh, you too, Cedric.
Bye.
Bye.
On you go, Cedric. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. That's Cedric. He's not the brightest monkey in the bunch, but he's a good lad. He tries his best.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I believe you're working in collaboration with some musicians now, is that right?
That is
Yes.
true.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell us about that then.
They're called the Jennifer Ewan Band,
Right.
and they play Scottish Cajun music, and we've done a few shows with them, and we'll be at the Fringe, and
Okay.
then we'll be at the Traverse Theatre, you know, posh, in the autumn.
Okay.
So we'll be around a lot.
Yeah. And we've recently just performed with them at the Panopticon Theatre.
In Glasgow.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the oldest theatre in...
Oh, don't call it a theatre, it's
Oh,
a music
sorry,
hall.
sorry. Oldest music hall.
Oldest music hall in Britain.
In Britain, yes.
Well, that's good. We'll put all your details on screen anyway. When are you playing that gig? During the Fringe? What dates again?
Oh.
Sorry, we'll find out.
It's in August.
Yes.
That's okay. Okay, what other shows you got coming up?
Well, we have the Poetry Bordello at the Fringe as well. And you remember the dates of that one?
9th and 16th.
That's right, the 9th and 16th of August.
Yeah.
And that's going to be fun. We did that last year, I think the year before as well. And it's very much a kind of mixed match of physical theatre meeting poetry. That's right, yes. And it's always very good fun.
It is.
Yes. And of course you'll get Max and I in it,
Yeah,
so it's
of
going
course,
to be great.
You know.
Oh, look forward to that.
We have stars as well.
Oh, yes.
They'll be
We
up.
have stars?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we've got Rosie Garland, who
If you're
In relation to Judy?
Well, she's a distant cousin, I think, but but you know, if you go to the library, George, you'll find a load of Rosie's books there. She's a best-selling novelist, and she's coming to do our show.
And then for our second bordello, we've got a young lady called Elise Hargrave,
who is also known as Corporation Pop.
And we've got a really big cast of some really great people.
And I think you should come along.
Yes, please do.
I think you could actually maybe
Will
do
they
your
let
poem.
me in?
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's quite like your poem, actually.
I think
the
his poem
audience
would
would
be
like
good.
that, yes.
Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind then, eh? I mean, I did try going to the library. I'm not allowed in there anymore. I was swinging for the bookshelves. Send me out.
I'll have a word.
Okay, that's
We'll
good.
get you a library card.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, we're going to have a wee break, but don't go away. There's plenty coming up in the second half, so don't go anywhere. We have got Grant McGregor will be with us. He's a part-time Klansman and he used to be a geophysicist, I believe. Okay, so we're going to chat with him and I will be getting fit with Tracy Griffin. And there's music from Novus. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a monkey's tail. As we get older, we get more cranky and start talking drivel, like the weather and the pricey cheese. And one day, we'll all be dead. There are many funeral plans available, but they usually cost an arm and a leg. But here, at Bin Bag Burials, we offer an alternative and more affordable funeral plan in the form of a bin bag. You simply take your bin bag, open it, then take your dead body.
Almost dead, George.
Wait, just go along with it. Then stuff it in the bag.
George, I'm not dead.
Shut up, there's a banana in it for you. Then stuff it in the bag. Then you simply leave it by the side of the road for the council to pick up. There is a slight risk you could get done for flag tipping, but it's still more affordable than a normal funeral. The average funeral costs around £4,000, whereas the average fine for flag tipping is about £400. So contact us now on gizabinbag.com and for a mere £1,000, we'll not only send you one bin bag, we'll send you a full roll of 10 bin bags. So you and your family will have peace of mind. And we'll also send you a free pen just for inquiring.
George, where's my banana?
Welcome back to Nuts. Now if you like what you've seen so far, hit that subscribe button. Okay, it's time for me to introduce my next guest. Our next guest is a geophysicist turned screenwriter and actor, and he's also a part-time clansman with PACA. His name is Grant McGregor. Hello there, Grant, how are you?
Hello, George, I'm great, thanks. Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Well, I have to say that's a wonderful outfit you've got on there.
Oh, thank you very much.
I've tried to match up with you with my kilt, but I don't think it's quite the same, is it?
No, I think you're doing a great job.
Strachan, okay.
Yeah.
Now, can you stand up and give us a wee twirl and tell me all about it?
So you've got the 18th century boots. Typically, you'd be quite wealthy if you had boots. A lot of people would wear just shoes. Then you're coming up to the plaid, which is a 5-yard, 5-meter long piece of material, and you fold it and pleat it in a special way, and that's how you get it on and keep it on. You've got your dirk for close quarters combat. Sometimes it would be the broken off end of a sword. This one's for safety.
Oh wow.
This one's a plastic one though.
It's a plastic one, is it?
It is, yeah, for safety.
Okay, that's good.
Then you've got your sword. This is a
Alright.
broadsword, so it's
You've got a sword.
double-edged, and it's being held in this belt. It's called a baldric.
All right. Oh, is that,
Just
is
like-
that him out of that Blackadder thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Then you've got this fantastic waistcoat.
It's
that,
fantastic.
A friend of mine, Jo Watson, she made. It took her 40 hours, and there's
Wow.
linen and silk thread made into this.
Amazing.
See that?
Well, there you go. That's fantastic. So it
And
is.
you've got the shirt and
Okay.
a little neckerchief.
Fantastic.
And I've got a shield as well that we use, and then we're ready for battle.
Ready for battle. You've never slaughtered a couple of monkeys in your time, have you?
No, monkeys.
Well,
not
that's
at all,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, I'm pleased about that. Okay, that's great. You can have a wee seat now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
So, okay, Grant. Now you're a clansman with PACA. Now, what is PACA? Tell me all about that.
So pack is a modern Gaelic word for a mob of men. And,
Mob of men?
A mob of men, yeah.
Okay.
So there's a group of guys that I met when I was working as an extra on Outlander, and we spent a lot of time together. We probably did about 60 days of filming,
Okay.
and we decided to form this group. PACA is both the group of men and it's also the screenplay, and we formed this group to keep the adventure going.
Okay. So imagine when you say PACA as a group of men, it's not like Friday night doing Leith Walk or anything like that.
Well,
Not quite. It's a wee bit more up a market, is it? No.
no, you could. I mean, it could be. We would be in outfit down Leith Walk though, but we have been we've wandered around Glasgow.
Did you?
Yeah, we were doing a bit of charity work for the Kilt Walk last year and this year, and they had us running up Buchanan Street with our swords out, screaming and shouting, doing some publicity shots for that. That was great fun.
Yeah.
Angie, you're from Glasgow. Did you see that?
Yes, we see that in Glasgow every weekend.
Did you? Well, there you go then, eh? That's good,
Oh, well,
isn't it?
Glasgow's great.
Yes, fantastic, isn't it?
Yes.
In fact, there was a police Facebook post or something. I don't know which one it was.
Yeah.
But somebody had caught us running up, and somebody had put up "Typical Night in Glasgow."
Yeah.
Now, you're also a screenwriter as well. Can you tell us a wee bit about the players and the middle of writing?
Yeah. So hanging out with the guys inspired me to write a story about a group of guys, a group of 5 Highlanders that follow Bonnie Prince Charlie and the Jacobites onto the fields of Culloden, but not just for the cause.
Okay.
And so I did the first draft of that. A good friend of mine was just doing a script reading course at Pinewood Studios. She used my draft as a test for her script reading course and produced this amazing 10-page report. And on that basis, I've done my rewrite, and now I'm in the position where I'm trying to get people to read it, entering competitions and so on, generating awareness, and hopefully getting it made as a pilot for a TV show.
Oh, superb.
What's the name of it again, Grant?
So it's called PACA
PACA?
After Culloden.
After Culloden. Look out for that, folks. So where did you get the idea? Oh, well, you've already answered it. Where did you get the idea for your play? But you've answered that, so we'll move on to the next question. Okay. Now, I believe you do some TV work as well, don't you? You work with, what's that game?
With...
What's the TV work you do again?
Oh, Outlander, yes.
Outlander, yes. Sorry, it's my monkey language, you can't help it.
Budget show.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so I've done a bit of TV work on there, and that's where I met all the guys.
Oh, yes,
that
of
were part
course,
of PACA.
aye. Outlander, fantastic, eh?
So it was great fun. I can't talk too much about it because otherwise they'll come and hunt me because I'm not allowed to talk about it.
They won't have me on Outlander, George.
Will they not?
Sorry, what's
They
that?
won't.
I'm going to phone and complain.
Yeah, they say I don't look Scottish.
You don't?
But if I got a kilt like Grant's,
Yeah.
Yes, of
I'd
course.
look the part, don't you think?
Yes, you certainly
Yeah.
would. Did you have some of the Alplings, Grant? Did you,
I did, yeah,
you have
it was
some?
delicious. I had some of the rum stuff as
Did you
well.
have the
It's
rum?
good, that one, isn't it?
There you go.
Not be held responsible.
So as long as you're not driving, I suppose.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, after all that food, you'll be ready for a workout. Well, I am anyway, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to ask you to go up there and do handstands and things like that. Anyway, I met up with Tracy Griffin at Griffin Fitness, and she gave me a wee workout. Oh, let's have a look at this. Well, hello, we're here at Griffin Fitness with fitness instructor and author Tracy Griffin.
Hello.
Hello, Tracy, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, how long have you been here? Tell me about your studio.
We've had the studio for 8 years now, and I've been personal training for 13.
All right. Do you have quite a lot of clients? Is it groups or is it just one-to-one, or what do you do?
It's all one-to-one nowadays, and generally people come to the studio. I used to ride my bicycle all around Edinburgh and get people fit with very little equipment. But what I do here is I teach people how they can get fit from home, and basically teach them all they need to know to get fit by themselves.
So, Tracy, how did you get into the whole fitness thing in the first place? What inspired you?
When I moved to Scotland 21 years ago, I realised there was a bit of a gap in the market for, as I said, teaching people how to get fit outside of the gym, and also getting outdoors and enjoying the wonderful green spaces in Edinburgh. It's a real mood boost, and there's more and more research being done about how it can help bust stress and improve your mood, as well as get you fit at the same time. So we combine everything, and we do indoors exercises here in the studio, and we also do outdoors exercise in the local park, and you can even bring your dog into the studio.
But I've not got a dog. Do I have to bring one?
No, you don't have to bring
I don't have to bring it.
You can always pack Coco. She's a resident fitness.
Well, so there she. Hello, Coco. How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, she's a bit confused.
She's a wee bit shy today, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's a bit confused with me, I suppose. You're a standard clientele.
Not really, because it's a private studio space and it's not a gym, and also because I've been doing this since 2005, so I've got quite a lot of experience. I train a really broad range of clients, quite often people coming back from injury or illness. My oldest client at the moment is 80 years old. Yeah, she's amazing.
80?
Yeah, get her on the wobble board and everything.
That's quite old in monkey years, sort of.
Yeah, she does really well. My youngest in their early 20s, you know, students who want to get good balance, you know, when they're studying and, you know, find themselves eating too much chocolate perhaps. So giving them ideas of how they can still do their study, and very effectively, and little workouts they can do in study breaks and that kind of thing.
Now, I believe you do a thing called punk aerobics. What's that all about?
That's a funny thing. That's just a bit wild, where people jump up and down to punk music in a highly uncoordinated fashion. So most aerobics you actually have to keep in time and do certain moves, and with punk aerobics you can make it up as you go along.
All right, that sounds like my kind of exercise. Just do whatever you like, eh?
Yeah.
Well, within reason, of course, eh?
Yeah.
Now, also, Tracy, I believe you're an author as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can I see your book?
Yes, this is the book
there.
here.
Oh, look at that.
This book, yeah. Can you read?
Aye, sometimes.
Yeah.
You got any
I won't
pictures in
test
it?
you on that, but yes, the Healthy Living Yearbook, available at healthylivingyearbook.com.
All right.
Of course, I had to say that. I wrote this book it's actually a few years old now, 2011. I thought that it was time that there was a fitness book written for Scotland, with good recipes of food you could get easily in Scotland, and lots of just really inspiring ideas to help people get out and get active.
Now, is there a limit to how many bananas I can eat in a day?
I don't know. You probably know the answer to that.
I just keep eating them until I can't eat any more. Is that too much?
Probably.
Probably.
I don't know. I did meet a lady who once would eat 12 bananas in a day. I don't know if we can beat that.
There was a wee shortage at one point, right enough. I couldn't get any. Was it her fault? It probably was,
Yeah,
you know,
well,
the bananas. Now, Tracy, I think I need to get into shape. Do you think you could show me a couple of exercises?
Yes, most certainly.
Could you?
Yes, indeed. I'd love to.
So what are we going to start off with, Tracy?
Let's start with a few squats.
Okay, right, how do you do that?
Well, you need to put your feet
On my feet?
about
Okay.
hip width. You've got very small monkey hips
I
there.
know I can't help it.
And now bob your bum up and down.
Bob my bum. Well, thank you, Tracy, for what a wonderful chat. And all that exercise. I tell you, you had me going, so you did. But thank you for that, Tracy.
Thank you.
Now, if anybody wants to get in contact and find out about where you are, how do they get in touch with you?
I have a website, which is www.getfitandenjoyit.com.
Well, see that, folks? Getfitandenjoyit.com.
Also on social media, on Twitter at Tracy Griffin, and Coco Fitness Pug is also on Twitter, and we're on Facebook at Griffin Fitness as well.
Oh, brilliant. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Tracy, for your time this afternoon. And back to the studio. Bye-bye the new. Well, that was Tracy Griffin at Griffin Fitness. She gave me some work, I'll tell you. You can get her book. Well, you've seen the book. I showed you in the feature anyway, so that's her book there. It's loads of... I had a wee look. It's actually a really, really good book. Really easy to understand and follow. Anyway, if you fancy a wee bit of fitness, pop into the studio and have a chat with Tracy. I'm sure she'll be pleased to see you. Okay, so what about yourself, guys? Guys and girls, do you do a wee bit of fitness yourself?
Well, I walk my dog a lot.
You walk your dog?
Yes, he's my fitness buddy. But when I was at school, I consistently got a D for volleyball.
Volleyball?
Volleyball, I can't even say it.
Right, there you go.
A D for netball as well.
A D for netball?
Yeah.
My goodness, how do you get a D for netball? I didn't think they grade that sort of thing.
Well, they did, yes.
They actually graded you for netball.
They graded me for netball and volleyball, and I was a D consistently. The whole 4 years I was at school, so now I just walk.
So now, well, if they graded your poetry, you would get A pluses all the way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I think that's why after school clubs I decided to go into the poetry club rather than the sports club.
Okay.
I think if they'd graded me, George, it would have been a Z.
A Z? There you go. Now, what about yourself, Grant?
I've been doing a lot of walking up castles lately.
A lot of castles?
One of the other guys in PACA started up a tour company on the back of him working in Outlander. And he's very busy, so he brought me on board, and so I wander around castles, up and down, so many steps, and I've been doing that a lot lately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Psst. Psst. Well, why is it? Oh, it's Polly. How you doing, Polly?
Hi, my name's Polly, but don't you think I'm pretty, because I'm far from it.
Oh.
Aww.
Don't give me your sympathy. Now, if you see two bald eagles looking for me, you haven't seen me. Go that monkey.
I think so, Polly. Okay, so how you doing, Polly?
I'm alright. Just remember, if you see the two bald eagles, you haven't seen me.
I can't really see you anyway, Polly. Hey.
I need to disappear now, George. Lovely to meet you.
You too.
And you, Polly.
If you're looking for a wee bit hand to do some disposals, just give me a shout. The rates are very reasonable. Okay, I must dash. Bye-bye.
Sorry, but that's Polly. But he's no pretty. He's kind of like Vinny and that sort of guys. There's all the team of them, so there's a bit like PACA, you know. There's loads of them. Anyway, so okay, I am a bit scared of this Polly, so I think I need to have a wee. I mean, maybe I could learn some sword fencing. How about that, Grant?
That's a great idea.
Could we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you give us a couple of lessons.
Ready.
Okay, let's
Whenever
do
you like.
it.
Okay, gentlemen, choose your weapons.
Let me see now. Eeny, meeny, miny. I'll go for that one. Well, that looks like a good tune. I'm going to use this one.
Let's have a look at these. These are fine swords, but I think I'll use this.
Oh dear, my sword's deflated. There's no much I can do with a floppy one, eh? Oh dearie me.
George, you did well this time, but you've still a lot to learn. We'll give you another go soon.
Oh, well, sorry about that, Grant. I was a wee bit deflated there, but I'll tell you what, if my sword hadn't been deflated, I think I would have had you. I think I would have won.
Next time.
Next time, well, I enjoyed that wee, so I'll feel okay next time I see Polly. I think I'll feel alright. So, what's next for PACA? I mean, what you got coming up, guys?
So we've got Scott Carl, who had a role in Outlander. He's got a Highlander Fling coming up in September. So we'll go there, and they have a few other people from the show come along, and a lot of fans come along and meet us. And I'm off this afternoon to Press the Flesh with the film festival, a writing event, and then I'm off to the BBC Studios this afternoon to an in-conversation event with the showrunner Stephen Moffat, who does Doctor Who and Sherlock. So it's really just going out and meeting people, getting your name out there, and keep moving forward one step at a time.
Yes, that's it, that's what you do. Obviously, when this goes out in there, you'll have already done all that stuff, eh?
I will have done, yeah.
And so there you go. So,
oh, yeah. So there's all sorts of things going on. At the moment, I'm pursuing the writing, going to some meetings at the film festival, at the BBC Studios, and Andy, who's one of the other guys, started up a tour company. He did a viral video about how to wear the plaid.
Oh, there you go.
And on the back of that, he started his own tour company. I help out with that because he's very busy with that. That's Highlander Tours. And then the other guys, John and Jade, they do dinner meet and greets. So they'll go and meet the fans, and they'll get a free dinner and lots of beer and have a great time.
Wow.
So it's there's lots of things happening.
Brilliant, that's fantastic. Well, thank you very much. That's great. Well, thank you for coming on to the show. It's been an absolute pleasure having a chat with you.
No, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, George.
Having us, George.
So obviously, anyone who comes on to Nuts doesn't go away empty-handed. You all get a banana each.
Oh,
fabulous.
Cakes and a banana. Wow. Oh, thank you.
Fabulous, thank you.
Oh, thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
To keep.
Oh,
Behind the back.
that's even good.
Cherish it.
Cherish it.
That's brilliant. Okay, if you're an up-and-coming comedian, singer, musician, PACA, Klansman or whatever, you have a bit of creative talent and you live in and around Edinburgh, please get in touch if you would like to be a guest in the show. I'd like to thank my guests this evening, Max Scratchman and Angie Strachan. Thank you for joining us and spending a wee bit of time with us.
Brilliant, thank you.
And thank you, Grant McGregor. I enjoyed the fight and everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, George. Thanks for having me.
Gracing us with your pleasure. Now it's time for a musical section. Please give it up for Novus.
Thank you. This is a song called She's Gone. Right. Thank you very much, Graham. After all, she